Jesus had just went public. He had identified there at the river, and John had baptized him in order for him to identify with us. And then this immediately happens. And wouldn't it be wonderful that on the day of we receive Christ, we invite him into our life, we surrender our lives to him, and maybe a few weeks later we get baptized in church, and then we settle down for that great afternoon meal at McDonald's or wherever it is that we eat, and everything is great, and we're a Christian now, and we're at peace with God, and everything is great after that. Isn't that how it's supposed to work when you become a Christian? It's all supposed to be good? That's not how it happened here. Because we have an enemy of our souls. And I find it fascinating that the account in Matthew and in Mark both show that Jesus goes public with his declaration of who he is and who God, as God affirms him, and immediately he is tempted by the devil. He is put in a place of testing first, and then he is tempted, okay? Now, think about it in your life. You surrender to Christ, and you have that sense of forgiveness and joy, and then maybe it's the next day, maybe it happens that night, maybe all of a sudden you feel like you are under attack. And maybe that happens at the first time, or maybe it's happened to you this week. You've had your devotions, and you've been praying, and you're ready for a rest, or you're ready to get up and face the day, and suddenly things go dark. The enemy is there, and things seem to be spinning out of control. Do you think Jesus can identify with you? Yes, he can. And I believe this story is given to us in order for us to be able to see that Christ faced what we face and much more. But he handled it. What Mark is showing us here in his brief account is that Jesus did exactly that. Jesus, just read it again. After being tempted by Satan, and Satan had to leave, and the devil left him. Verse 11 of chapter 4 in Matthew. Then the devil left him, and behold, angels came and were ministering to him. Can you imagine with me what that is like? Jesus faced that temptation to disobey. But he said, I will worship the Lord. I will follow his way. I will obey.